Hello and welcome. I'm your host Elizibar. This is WildC.A.T.S, issue number 3. This is from the original miniseries, which is a 4-issue miniseries. And I gotta be honest with you, I kind of didn't remember any of what was going on. And that's okay, because the book actually does a pretty good job of explaining itself while things are happening. It's a trait that I feel like a lot of fiction has lost. A lot of creators have lost over the years, is the ability to throw you into a situation and then have you figure out what's going on in that situation while you're in it. The WildC.A.T.S book here does a pretty good job of that. You could have picked this up off the newsstand and read it basically just like I did, with only a passing familiarity to the characters and what's going on, and probably been okay. So here, issue 3. Oh, I hold on. We're getting way down in the weeds. Sorry, I'm pulling it back. So this book cost $2 in like $1992, which was a lot of money. Once again, I think I'm going to say something like that was probably like $10, because that probably was like $10 in today's money. Um, I, however, paid a big fat goose egg for this book. I got it out of the dollar bin at Graham Cracker Comics. You go to Graham Cracker Comics on New Comic Book Day, aka Wednesday. You get not one, not two, but 3 books for free out of the dollar bin, which used to be the 75-cent bin, which used to be the 50-cent bin, which was like 2018. Inflation is killing us all. I'm sure at some point it was the quarter bin, which is why this is Tales from the 25-cent bin. Anyway, that's enough preamble. I've been talking for like 2 minutes already, and I ain't even really cracked the book open. I really, completely, totally hate the first page. What a waste of a page. Sure, the face looks nice and all, but that is the real first page of the book. Over here, you got most of, but not all of the WildC.A.T.S characters. Over here, you got most of. Yeah, I think we're definitely missing at least one person from the Youngblood team on this side. Um, and they're facing off. They're split like right down the middle, so the gutter becomes basically no man's land. I mean, sure, his hand and gun are sticking over the line, which was probably a mistake. He probably should have been bumped back just a smidge. And already we've kind of got like a bad tangent here between Bad Rock and whatever this dude's name is, because their arms are at the same angle. That actually looks really bad now that I've noticed it. Hold on, you might not be able to see that because of the glare. There we go. That's actually not great. In fact, look at this. I think the curve of his elbow matches the curve of Bad Rock's lip. Bro, this page, now that I'm looking at it, is Tangent City. That's actually kind of terrible. I hadn't noticed that until I was showing it here on stream, and I could not see it. But I like the general layout. This is a crazy top-down perspective. In fact, I'm not sure the perspective actually makes sense unless she is literally like floating sideways over here. I don't know. Like, no fisheye lens is going to explain this. And maybe she got knocked down. Oh yeah, she is knocked down, isn't she? She got laid out because there's a piece of debris on top of her. So I guess that does make sense now. Same thing with this dude. Okay, cool. We've resolved the mystery. It still feels like a really crazy angle. And I feel like there's maybe a little bit of like a fisheye effect on it, but I can't prove it. Anyway, this whole book is one gigantic fight sequence between these two teams of superheroes. If you wanted to see Jim Lee drawing lots of great looking action stuff, this is the book for you. Maul is getting his butt kicked by Bad Rock and whatever that guy's name is. It's great. Also, you can get you some Stormwatch trading cards over here. Premiering Homage Studios' hottest new talents in the next wave of Image rookies, penciler yada yada, written by. Oh, is that not actually a card ads? I thought this was a card ad. You have the chance to get in on the classified action with the release of Storm. Oh, so they're just advertising the new comic. That's kind of cool. I thought it was going to be card art. Dude gets absolutely shredded by this like energy shotgun over here, man. It's awesome. This panel is just like full awesome here. I love these kind of effects. You know, his little sonic arrow going off. It looks great. And while these dudes are all fighting, the vice president, who's been possessed by a demonite, is like, yes, yes, my misguided earthling pawns, destroy them all. Oh man, doing that voice made me start coughing. I can't believe it. So I finished coughing with the mic muted. Let me take a sip. Remind me not to do crazy evil alien voice again. Holy moly. As I am not a crazy evil alien, apparently, I can't do it. This panel down here is super dope. And this whole thing, they just keep fighting and fighting while, what's the guy's name? Hellspawn, I think? He's like, yes, soon. Wait, I'm about to do the voice again. Are we sure he's possessed? That sounds like typical politician. No, this one is possessed. They actually kicked the alien out of him. Let me find it. Yeah, right here. See, she's all like, yeah, psychic powers, which look great, man. I love seeing like Kirby dot type effects. It just looks like so much fun. And then the alien pops out of him. Boom. And then they kill the alien. Because, this is an Image comic, and we don't just arrest bad guys here. We possess them. Really, it's the Earthling-like thing. Like, unless you just believe that all politicians, massive Kirby dots, yeah. Unless you just believe all politicians are, in fact, lizard people, which may be true. I don't know. I'm not completely a lizard person expert. That's actually Orange Joker who does that. So all in all, like, I don't know that what's going on in this book makes sense. Like a lot of Image launch titles, I don't know that what happens here makes a whole lot of sense. But what I do know is that I had a lot of fun looking at the art in the book and going, man, that's cool. Dang, that's awesome looking. Because frankly, it is. This Jim Lee art just looks pretty darn good through the whole book. And I got to give it a thumbs up for that. It was also super easy to get into because the first couple pages as they're having their standoff, they're basically explaining the whole situation to us in dialogue, which is great. You can get up to speed super fast that way. So yeah, I liked it, especially for the price of free. Who can beat that? Not me.